So the debate over whether climate's changing is measurable. The debate over why it's changing is much more subjective. Do you think climate change is driven by human activity?
I think climate change is real, but I think the conversation has been taken so out of whack that if you look at what Biden's done with all of these subsidies. When I was at the United Nations, there was the Paris Climate Agreement. And it sounds good, like, oh, everybody needs to go take care of the environment. But what I saw is they were holding countries to different standards. So Obama put this massive amount of regulations and all these abuses on our businesses and companies because he was trying to show that that we really cared about the environment, when America's actually extremely good when it comes to the environment. We all want clean air, we all want clean water, and we work on it every day. If you really want to deal with the environment, then do what I saw. Go talk to China and India. Those are the biggest polluters, and no one is making them do anything about it. And not only that, while we had all the regulations on the U.S., China's they would deal with it in 10 years. I can promise you 10 years never comes for China. That's the problem. That's why we got out of the Paris Climate Agreement.
Right, and you dealt with this question all the time at the UN, the question of how does the world respond to climate change. But there are really two questions. One is the climate changing? And I guess we can measure its temperature around the globe over a period of years. But the deeper question is why? We had glaciers 10,000 years ago. The climate has always changed dramatically since the formation of the Earth. So do you think humans are causing this change? And do you think that we can stop or slow it down? Like, is there actual evidence?
I mean, honestly, I don't know how much is being changed or not, as much as I know that putting electric vehicles on the road is not the answer to what you're doing. I saw, as governor of South Carolina, we had companies come, and on their own, they would spend money to try and be more green. They wanted to be total good stewards on their own. Whatever they did, we didn't have to mandate that. We didn't have to require that. And I don't know how much of a difference that would have made at what they did anyway. I mean, I think right now the biggest issue I have is that you've got America right now going hat in hand to Saudi Arabia and getting dirty oil from Iran and Venezuela. We should be energy independent no matter what. I don't care what anybody says about the environment. This is a national security threat of not having energy independence. So people can say whatever they want to say about why the environment is the way it is. What I'm going to say is my job as president is to make sure that America is safe. And if America is safe, one of those factors is being energy independent. I saw at the United Nations, there were two things our enemies never wanted us to have. They never wanted us to be energy independent, and they never wanted us to have a strong military. We have to always have both of those things.